It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash. Double honor to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Aharon coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and today is December 5th, all right, 2022, the year where Yahweh Bashem Yahushai turns up. All right, and we have about 3.5 weeks, all right, left for this so-called calendar year to be up. Now, next week, the 13th, okay, which will be a Tuesday, all right, we all got to be on the lookout because that is the day, I believe, the executive order that Biden had signed back in March, I believe March 9th, if I'm not mistaken, regarding the CBDC. Okay, so we have to pay attention to that. And then also there was a certain law that will be in effect, I believe, on the 31st. And that's going into, I believe that's regarding the state of New York with Hochul and all this gun stuff that she's been talking about. So, we're looking at how, things are looking towards the end of this year into the next year, 2023. All right. And it looks like everything is being set up for the push. All right. For the MOTB. All right. Because a couple of days ago, all right, this guy, Elon Musk, pretty much just came out and announced that in about 6 months or so, they're going to begin human trials. Okay. Now, don't let the words that they use fool you. They're not telling you that they're about to do human trials, as in we're now about to start testing out this technology. No. The test is done. The technology from now till May, June, July, around there, the system will be set up in place, okay, for them to usher in that solution to all the problems that's about to happen for pretty much the first 6 months of 2023. Okay, based on what they're planning to do, the next 6 months will be good enough time for them to put a stranglehold on the world and then to succumb them within those 6 month period to bring them to that point of the MOTB. Okay, that's why he's coming out and saying that in 6 months, they'll begin human trials. When they talk about human trials, that means that it's going to get approved by the FDA through emergency authorization. All right. How do I know this, or what makes me say this? All right. It might not happen exactly like this, but we can see the things that they're doing now, just like how that is following the things that they did 2-3 years ago. They're following the same pattern, using the same verbiage. All right. Getting the people conditioned and ready for the next phase in this so-called global takeover. All right. But we also know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, by way of what? The scriptures, that these devils not going to get to the point of actually fulfilling this so-called New World Order. Okay. Ultimately, their agenda is to what? Is to merge humans into robots, having this Internet of Things and Internet of Bodies. That's their end goal. Okay. Have this the CHIP, all right, inside of humans, and then use through technological advancements, start augmenting people. Okay, that is why you're starting to see a lot of this whole push for this trans energy. They're getting people conditioned for their whole bodies to be altered, their lives to be altered, their DNA to be altered. Right? It's becoming a thing. People are conditioned for that. Okay, so when the MOTB comes out, it's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to be a big deal. Just like how the Vanessa came out, it wasn't a big deal. A lot of people took it like nothing. Okay. So let's go into this article here. It says, Dr. Ja, the U.S. is ready to move on from CV, but only if people, quote, keep their immunity up to date. All right. It says the U.S. is getting closer than ever to finally putting CV in the rear view mirror, according to Dr. Ashish Jha. That he says that's as long as Americans everywhere take one simple action, staying up to date on your Vanessa. You see, so it went from, oh, this thing is safe and effective, come on and take it. You won't die, you won't get it, you won't pass it, you won't do all these different things. And we always kept telling you, don't believe what they're telling you. Never trust thine enemy. We came and gave you warning. Time after time, they took down our videos, and we always found a way to try to beat the algorithm, giving you codes. And till today, we're giving you codes. Do not trust these devils. Don't fold under the pressure. Stand strong. The Lord will fight for you. And now look. So it's the same thing, but this time is the one time that if you're a so-called Christian, this is the one time you've been waiting for. Okay? The hour of temptation. We're almost there. They've given you a timeline of 6 months. And we know every day from here on out is not going to be pretty, because you're hearing, oh, the trucks are going to be stopping soon. The railroads are going to be stopping soon. So the little that's left of production, or at least transportation of those products to the stores, is being shut down right now. They said if it was to shut down within 27 days, 25 to 27 days, the whole entire economy will be in disarray. And when they say economy is in disarray, or there's an economy that's suffering, do you know what that means? That means people's pockets are suffering, because it's the people that make the economy run. So if they say there's an economic collapse, that means that the people have collapsed economically. Okay? And these devils are doing all this is designed. Revelation, the 6th chapter, tells you that. Let's get that. Okay? All these things that's happening is all designed. Okay? It's all biblical prophecy. Okay? There's a book of Revelation, chapter 6 and verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, that great sword is what? Is their technology. Ultimately, their ability to use missiles and, their military, capabilities. You know what I mean? Like, you go to something like the Pentagon, right? They have a department within the Pentagon known as DARPA. Okay, now when you go into DARPA, that's where you have Boston Dynamics and all these different high-tech military armaments that are created, like robot dogs and all these different things. These are instruments that are used for war. Okay, Esau is not coming up with all this technology or technological advancements just to help promote the human race or some shit. No. Remember, he's the son of perdition, meaning the son of destruction. Everything that he gets his hand on, he studies it in order to learn how he can use it to destroy. Okay? So they create these robots. They create this M chip, and then they say, this is what we're going to use it for. It's going to be a miracle. You can see, by having this in your brain, you can be able to communicate with your brain. All this weird shit that nobody ever asked for. Like, when has people ever sat there and said, man, maybe if we could have this brain implant in our heads, we'll be able to. And nobody ever thinks about shit like that, except for these devils. And then they try to use witchcraft to convince you that you need it. And if you don't take it, then you're the worst person on earth. You see how these devils work? You see? But the scriptures here says that the prophecy says that we're in a time where that red horse, which represents who? The red power. And who's known as the red people in the Bible? The Edomites. Okay, the word Edom means red. Adawam in the Hebrew. Okay? So that red horse is talking about who? The people who had that power. Horse represents power. And this case is talking about red, descriptive, meaning what? That red power, that red race that was on top of the world, that was ruling. The Edomites are. Okay? The so-called white man, like they say. In different parts of the world, they say the so-called Europeans. Okay? The spawn of evil. Hey, just look at history. You can't say, oh, you guys are hated. Just look at history, bro. Look at history and see who has always been from the beginning of time. Who started wickedness and debauchery? All right, like you devils like to do, man. Who started all that shit that y'all devils like to do? The mystery of iniquity. All right, as you devils, okay. You read your Talmud, you go into this stupid religion over there, and it's all sick stuff. Sick stuff. And anyone who tries to come against it, we know you a devil. And the Most High going to destroy you. Okay? You come against what we saying, Most High going to see you. All right? But let's get back into this article. Okay, it says here, it's been obviously a long 2.5 years for Americans, and we understand that people want to move on. In other words, we have the control. Okay? And it's been a long 2.5 years, and we know you want to move on. But guess what? You're not giving us what we want. We're not going to give you what you want. That's what they're telling you. That should tell you all you need to know, that this is all being orchestrated. Okay? the White House's CV response coordinator, said Sunday in an interview with ABC News, quote, "The good news is people can move on if they keep their immunity up to date." You hear that? Giving you conditions. Who gave them the power to give conditions on, okay, you can move on with your life if, only if, and when you do this, this, and that. Conditions. Just like today. Now you can't speak. Freedom of speech. No. They have conditioned speech, permitted speech. You can't say this under these conditions. You can't say, we don't allow you to say this. Like, who the hell is Esau to tell us, right, who we are and who we're not? Like, you can't tell us that. No, we need to approve of what you guys are saying, that you guys are calling yourself the Israelites. No, that's anti-Semitism. We must look into it and approve. No, we ain't approve it. You're not looking into shit. Because if you do, guess what? You're going to expose yourself and show the whole world that everything we're saying is the truth. And that's it. All right. So continuing, it says, the White House, I read that. It says, currently, that means a primary series of CV Vanessas followed by a booster shot with an Omicron component, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. Hey, look, anyone who's watching this, I hope you've seen this documentary. I believe it's called Died Suddenly. Yeah, check that out. And then, you go ahead and you make your decision from there. It says those shots give you a hefty amount of protection against the V. The Omicron booster shot provides a particularly strong immune response against Omicron subvariants like BA.4 and BA.5. Who the hell even knows what that even means? Recent data from Pfizer and biotech shows. Who even knows what this means? They will never explain it to you. They will never break it down to you. And guess what? The school system has taught you not to go to school or read things or gain knowledge by understanding. They just tell you things. They'll just tell you shit. That's what school does. They tell you this is this, this is this, this is that. Memorize it and tell me back that on the test. They don't tell you the why, the what, the when. They don't explain it to you so you can gain understanding. Like this truth does. Right? This truth, anything that pops up, you will gain understanding to it. Oh, what is this? Okay, this says this because of this. Right? And then you get the understanding as to why this happened. Okay, the Lord said this, and so on and so forth. You see? That's what this truth does. This truth is the understanding. That's it. The understanding. That's what opens up your mind. That's what really gets you going. The understanding. You see? understanding how things really work, the truth of life, the truth of all things, right? And that we get that from the scriptures through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's what makes us dangerous. Not picking up arms, not marching around, sports arenas, not storming churches and harassing people, not going on the street corners and screaming and calling people all kinds of no. Get the truth and teach it. That's it. 100%. That's it. It says, yet less than 69% of Americans have completed their primary Vanessa series as of November 24th, according to CDC data. And this is why you need to bring out the truth, because they're using lies to destroy. They keep on doing that. They don't stop. They're not going to stop. The only thing that stops these devils is the truth. All right. All they do is lie. Lie. Let's get this. Let's get that. This is the book of Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay? Speaking lies. So the wicked, who is the wicked? Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom is the wicked. Let's prove that. All right. Book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4, it says, whereas Edom saith, Edom, right? We talked about Edom, meaning what? Red. Going back to Revelation 6 and 4, the red horse, right? That nation, that particular people that have all the power in the world. They're very specific people. Everybody knows who they are, but the scriptures has an identity for who they are. And that's what they try to run away from because of the judgments that befalls those people of that identity, which are the Edomites. So when you read Obadiah, it tells you part of the judgments. Okay? And that's what they're trying to escape. But you can't, because it's already prophecy. That's just what it is. So they're trying to use this transhumanism, cyborg shit, trying to escape the judgment. No. You're not going to change your race to human or from human Edomite to robotic, whatever, and try to escape the judgment. The Edomites not destroyed until Yahushua gets back, and then you're going to serve your 1,000 years. All right? You're not going to escape this. I heard the other day Klaus Schwab was getting a so-called second heart attack or some shit. Man, I said, boy, this motherfucker, you better stay alive. You put the whole world through all this shit and you about to just croak. That's it? No. Evelyn just passed. That's enough for the year. Your whole ass got to stay up. We need to see more of that wickedness. You got to see more so we could put more enchantments on your ass. Keep cursing you devils, and let the Lord bring that heavy judgment on you. That's what we're waiting for. Okay? World Economic Forum and all that madness. Talking all that madness. So it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. That's why you kept hearing, build back better. Literally. Okay? Build what back better? Make America great again. You see? We are impoverished. Oh, we're not as great as we used to be. Right? Let's look up the word impoverished. It says to beat down, shatter, to beat down, to shatter, to be beaten down. Okay? And that's the state of America right now. America is beat down. All right? She's not as great as she used to be. She's not what she used to be. Why? Because she's been exposed for who she really is. You see, what gave her power was the deception. You see, it was a deception. That's it. But now that she's been exposed, uncovered, Isaiah 47, right? 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter, right? Now everything is, Isaiah 14, right? Now, you anti-Semite, this. Now it's like, oh shit, the attention. You see, they're being exposed. Their plans are not working. You see? The prophets are on fire and it's killing them. You know? So it says, whereas Edom, all right, saith, we are impoverished, right, beaten down, but we will return and build the desolate places, right? So, there's all this stuff. After all this, we're going to have a fourth industrial revolution. You know, the new global reset. Oh, New world order. Da da da. You're not building nothing, bro. You see, you're being deceived. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, because you proud. Look what you're thinking about. You want to be like the Most High, talking about, oh, we could do whatever we want. We could make the Most High mad, or we like. Who cares? Right? We don't care. That Harari demon, he was saying shit like that. You see, the pride of your heart. Oh, if we're able to create human cyborgs, and we have a very good chance, you know, then we are going to be the gods, right? We're going to have the data, controlling the data. So we're the gods, and, you know, we're going to be greater than the God of the Bible. So hold on. You same people push this ideology of atheism, which is what? Oh, there's no God, right? But then whenever you want to make a point about how great you want to so-called be, you always want to challenge the God of the Bible. So if the God of the Bible is not real, why is it that you guys are always trying to like outdo him? Why not the Islam people? Why not the Buddha shit? Why not the African shit? Why not that? Why is it always the God of the Bible? Why would you people also steal the identity of the Bible, and you're the only people on the earth that continues to carry that name, the biblical? Everybody else's name is just different. So it's hard to trace back to them, but you, the Jews, boom, that's it, that's them. You see? So your deception is failing, man. Why? Because of its prophecy. Is that time for you to be exposed. All right? 10 years ago wasn't that time. 20 years ago wasn't that time. 30 years ago wasn't that time like it is now. You see? You've been getting exposed since the 60s, since the prophets got on the scene. But now everyone is seeing it. You see? And that's the problem. So now you want to control the narrative. You see, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. You hear that? You hear that? All right. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. Okay. Because what? Now the Lord is going to show everything. This whole, Balenciaga. That's an example of that. Right? Everybody's now seeing it like, damn, everyone is saying it like, yo, these people are really devils. Like, these guys are always satanic. These guys are, look at Hollywood. Look at this. The Jewish people are behind this. They're doing this, child sacrifice this. They put in pedophilia around kids and all this. People are starting to connect the dots like, yo, you people are really wicked. These so-called people here are the wicked. Like, they could see it now. Right? And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever. You see? So you already know what that judgment is, and that's why you're trying to hide from that. No, you can't. You can't. You can't. All right? You gotta face it. So going back to the article, it says only 12.1% of Americans have been immunized with the new booster, the CDC data adds. But Jah hopes that figure will rise in the coming weeks. You see, so now they have to create the problem. You see, they want that solution, which is everybody got to go get some stuff. Now they got to come create the problem for you. Okay? It says as more people get flu shots and, right? And potentially knock out both Vanessa simultaneously. Jeez, these people, they don't want just one. No, they want two. Get a double. Historically, people tend to get their flu shot in November and December and to January, he said. Defeating the triple demic. Oh, Lord. There's a triple demic now. Oh, wow. This circus, right? The triple demic could play a large role. See, shit, you know, they predict these diseases like it's the weather. Like they're telling you, hey, we could be in for a storm this year, this winter. Man, those who are unvanescent, man, we could really get a storm of them getting rocked. I mean, we're looking different parts of the states. You know, it looks like, especially the black and brown communities, we know they're going to get, if they don't come and roll them sleeves up and get them shots in arms, we could see a very devastating winter. Dark winter for them darkies. You see? They always pushing some weird shit like that. They always tend to know, right? He's so being exposed. Because currently, CV, the flu and respiratory syncytial V are spreading throughout the U.S. Oh, shit. Which some public health experts have deemed a triple-demic. Oh. That makes getting your CV and flu shots all the more important, see? Ugh. Trying to save you here, people. Listen to your experts. Doing so can significantly decrease your chances of quote causing serious illness, end quote. Wow. From the two most concerning of the 3 V's Ja said. Wow. And this stuff is ridiculous. I'm gonna end it here. I just wanted to bring this out, all right, to show you that they're starting to push another narrative. Okay, this is how they build these things up. All right, and it's gonna be lined up perfectly, and that you start to see it gradually pick up. Things are gonna just start picking up and adding on, and there'll be no breaks. Okay, so prepare. You know, they're talking about the food, they're talking this, a lot of stuff is just adding up. And when the Lord finally says, okay, my elect are sealed, let it go. Oh, and we're inching closer and closer to that. We're inching closer and closer to that. So I'm gonna leave it off there. Lord willing, you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.